Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of my Car Mechanic 2021 series. We're doing another filler episode between DLCs. So we're working on a 1968 Tempest Magnum, which uh, this is kind of the if you look at the line of vintage racing cars coming from like Mopar, this is probably like a Challenger or not Challenger, but a Charger with the tail, aka the uh, Roadrunner, as it's been commonly called. Probably getting that stuff sideways, but you get the idea. Vintage racing car. Uh, it's a junkyard find. It's in terrible condition. And we're going to make this thing pretty again. I've done one of these before, just never did one on camera. Thought it'd be a nice little filler episode before we started in on the Mercedes-Benz DLC. So yeah, let's improve the value of this car 10x just by doing one simple thing. Ta-da! Just that easy. Now you can actually see what the original body color looks like. Not bad, huh? Okay, so there ain't much of the body left. So we're just going to go ahead and take the rest of the body off of this thing. It's already missing the back bumper. The only thing that can be taken off here is the tail light. So get that. No. Okay. Front headlights are missing. Bumpers missing. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and junk all of that because it's just, yeah, easier to do it that way. Okay. So it should be down to 1%. Yeah. Frame's at 100% though, so quarter of the way there. Let's do assembly mode. Start marking stuff here. There we go. Front door, fender, hood, windshield. Big old front bumper. There. I think that'll be good for a start. We'll have to make multiple passes at it, but that's fine. Go to bodywork. Tempest Magnum. Alright, let's... Right. So some of the stuff is aftermarket. We'll be getting those over here. Nope. Work our way down to the hood. Given how the hood looks, you kind of get an idea for what this thing's going to end up looking like when we're done, because that little notch in the hood is a dead giveaway to the kind of engine this thing's got. And yeah, that's why I like doing these kind of cars. Right, because we need to go back to the other parts store. Nope. Over, yeah. Or there. There's a trunk. Nice shiny rear bumper, back when they made real bumpers on cars. Not the plastic stuff they use nowadays. Okay. Alright, let's start putting stuff on here. It's going to come together nicely here. Build's going to start taking shape pretty fast here. Okay. Right, we can get that. Anything else? No. Okay, so let's do round 2. We'll get the license plates separate. Okie dokie. Okay, got your window. Left side mirror. The headlights are probably the aftermarket parts, so we'll have to get that over at the other shop. Alrighty. This stuff on there. It'll look absolutely badass when we get done. Alright. Let's get the custom plates. Or do a slight variation on my normal license plates here. Can't spell today. Go. It was either that or try to fit Meep Meep on there, but I don't think there would have been enough room on the license plate to do that. Alright. Great. This has a front and back. That should get... Yep, body's at 100%. Let's do the interior real quick. Alright. Only had just the one part. Hey, an actual back seat. Alright, let's go to the interior shop. One bench seat, leather. Two front leather seats. And a brand new fake wood steering wheel. I do like the fake wood grain on the steering wheel, so it's a nice touch. Alright, let's check our... Nope, hang on. Okay, body, frame, and interior are at 100%. As you can see, just a little bit of work. He's already starting to look pretty damn good. Alright, let's see what you need, Shorty, here. You're missing bushing here. Bushing there. Like both rear shocks. U-bolt. Both your U-bolts are there, which means the plate's there. And we need shoes. We're probably gonna need a brake drum. The gas tank we'll worry about later. I'm more worried about the suspension. I want to be able to have this rolling on its own when we take it over to the paint booth. Okay. So, standard parts. 2 small rubber bushings. Both rear shocks. Leaf spring U-bolt. Thank God we don't have to buy the nuts and bolts. Good lord. Imagine if we did. Holy cow. Okay. Brake drum. Brake drum. Okay. Sorry. I make a Shining reference and it didn't quite work. Do this since we're... Oh, we gotta get that from underneath. Come on, man. Really? Okie dokie. Back over here. That on. That in. Everything's all tied in. Most of the exhaust is missing, but we'll fix that. Okay, so you're ready for a tire now. Alright. Let's get these tires off. You're using 2 different tire sizes, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. Oh boy, that's where all the rusty bolts went. Alright. Let's get her done. Okay. So, we're probably gonna have to replace most of the rims in this car anyway, so no real loss there. But yeah, making good progress though. Let's get these existing ones torn apart and see if we can save any of this. If we can't, we'll just buy all new. That's a big car. I knew how to make them back then. Alright. Oh hey, 1 rim. Just 1. That's it. Just 1 rim, just a tip. Okay, so... we need those. Go ahead and get rid of these other 2 because these are easy to get. It's the tires that are you gotta pay a little closer attention to. So we're gonna need 2 of those and 2 of those. So I'll keep 1, sell the other. That way I have 1 reference for each tire size. This is a verification step. And rims. Rim retro. We need 3 and they're 14-inch. Done. And let's head over to tires. We'll do the big ones, slightly bigger ones first. This is 245/70. Okay. Verify. 245/70 R14. 245/70 R14. Okay, so that one's good. And we just need the other tire, which is 215/75. We need 2 of those. Again, let's verify. 215 75 R14, 215 75 R14. Okay, good to go. All right, let's get them put back together. Pardon me. Okay, that's everybody there. Let's get them all balanced. And we'll get them on the car. All right. There's that. Okay. That one's easy. Alright, good to go. Get the tires on. Need the 245s. Right. Hang on. Almost put the wrong tire on. Again. Alright, let's get her standing on her own four wheels here. Okay, it's not sitting on blocks. Alright, let's get her over to the paint booth. I was watching somebody streaming a Japanese car drifting game, and it had one of these in it. The real life counterpart, anyway. And so I think I'm trying to go for that really loud red color they had on there. We'll keep a gloss because I like the look of the gloss paints. It was almost like that, you know. But I kind of want, no, it was actually, yeah, it was more of a darker color like that. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. Actually, I shouldn't have hit paint just yet. I wanted to check the liveries. Alright, we could always repaint. Ooh, that doesn't look bad. Digging that too. Ooh, anything else? I might stick with the striping. Or that. Ooh, I like the contrast on that. I think we're gonna go with that. It's gonna cost me an extra grand, but hey. We're not exactly hurting for money right now on this game. Dude. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Alright, let's get you back in the bay. Take a look underneath here, see what all we need to do. A big chunk V8. You got anything hooked up in the back? Let's find out. I don't think we have to worry about washer fluid or power steering or any of that stuff. And don't have to worry about an oil change either, apparently. Oof. No. That's fine. Exhaust is completely gone. We'll need to probably ditch the gearbox, which, given the fact that it's letting me do this directly, means this, yep, starter's missing. Okay, so that's free and clear. Let's see if we can rescue the gearbox. Nope. Well, if we're gonna have to order that brand new, then probably want to go ahead and get that and the starter. So, yeah, get that off there. Electronics. Only two of them. One of them was built for a V8, the other one isn't, so I'll leave you to guess which one that is. The or the drive shaft, rather. I almost said gear shaft. Drive shaft, we're gonna fuss with later. When we actually get to do the suspension work, we can buy the drive shaft. Or, I mean, we can technically go ahead and get it now, but... or not. Yeah, we'll get it later. It's no big deal. Okay, so the engine should be free and clear now. Okie dokie. Come on out. There you go. See? Didn't put up a fight or nothing. And she, like I said, you can see by the outline, she's going to be a beefy engine. Ain't much to look at now, but wait till we get everything apart. She's going to look, she's going to look the part. Ooh, lordy, this thing's rusty. And it's a bone stock V8, a generic V8, so it's going to be pretty straightforward restoration, hopefully. Oh, we actually have an actual rocker arm still there. Nice. Let's get all this clutch stuff off here. Hope everybody has their tetanus shots. Hold on by one little clip. Don't worry though. We're gonna get this thing looking like $1,000,000 here before long. That's the name of the game with this video series. Oh shit, it's actually got a spark plug in it. I was like, whoa. One whole spark plug. So the bolts look good. Alright, let's get all this garbage off the front here. Maybe. I think that's everything else off of here except for stuff inside, so let's roll the engine. Well, it's not a complete disaster, but it ain't far from it. Yeah, a lot of this stuff's just... ugh. You could feel the grittiness of this stuff without even actually having to touch it. Like, ew. Alright. Get all these pistons out here with my mouse, if it'll cooperate. Oh boy, both the engine and crankshaft are in like really sad shape. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to recover either one of them. So let's mark both of those because that's going to be our starting point. And let's see, but sort the condition. And then we're going to sell everything that's not 100% essentially, or close to it. Alright, yeah. So, go back over here, because neither one of these things are performance parts. Not very often we get a car bad enough off like that where neither the engine block or the crankshaft are, you know, savable. But hey, here we are. Alright. Camshaft. 8 pistons with conrod. 3 crankshaft bearing caps, flywheel, oil filter, alternator, power steering. Oh, almost forgot the ignition coil. Right, because it's in a fuel filter. Because this is a late 60s car. Still uses a ignition coil. I mean, they still do, but not in the same shape. Alright. So, go back over here. I'm gonna go to performance shop. Got a power steering pump. Ignition coil. Fuel filter. Oh, come on. Focus. Fuel filter. There you go. Alternator. Eight pistons with conrod. Boom. Camshaft. Yep, that's a performance part too. Flywheel's a performance part. Helps if I click in the right spot. Alright, let's head over here. Rings. Use the bog standard piston rings. We're also going to need rod cap. We need 8 of those. Bam. Crankshaft bearing caps. I need 2 more of those, apparently, since I only bought 1. I'm an idiot. There we go. Alright, let's put the drop-in stuff first. Okay. Yeah, when in doubt, when you're putting these engines together, if you don't know which rings to go for, just go for the standard ones. You're going to stand a good chance they'll be the correct ones to use. So I've seen so far anyway. Alright, let's get this all buttoned up in here. Just working our way from back to front. Alright. So we're down to just the parts we started with. So let's get your clutch plate, oil pan, distributor, cam gear, both engine heads. I think that's it. Alright. Yeah, at least some of these are performance parts, so we'll head back over here. Get our clutch plate. 2 engine heads for about 18% increase in power. Distributor. So that is standard parts. Oh, I forgot one. I was like, what the heck? Got ahead of myself. Oh, I guess I can write the engine here. Might make this a little easier. This is going to sound so nice when we're done. Alright. So, ready for the next round of parts. So we need, let's see, 16 of these. That. Okay. Get the timing chain. Okay. So, let's go order another round of parts. Okay, got spark plugs. Excuse me. 2 exhaust manifolds. Clutch pressure plate. Intake manifold. Ignition distributor rotor. The rest of that's standard parts. Timing chain, and there's one more thing we need. Standard rocker arms. All right. Before we work our way up, let's get this pressure plate on. I was gonna say, why are you not getting me over there? Just gonna work our way up one side and then do the other the same way. Get the other exhaust manifold put on. Good. Do the rest of the spark plugs now. Gotta do it just right so you can actually see where it's wanting you to put it. Okay. Any other parts we need to put on? Doesn't look like it. Timing cover, distributor cap, supercharger. Got both head covers. It's going to be everything for this round. We already got the clutch release bearings, so. Alright. Supercharger, $3,000. Holy cow. Okay. The head covers are standard parts. Distributor cap, somehow still a performance part. Timing cover, clutch release, all that's, yeah. Let's see, clip B. Do 2 of those. Clutch release bearing. Timing cover. Head cover B. And head cover A. Okay. Get the clutch release bearing put on so we can get that out of the way. This big hunkin' supercharger on here. And distributor cap. Complete with those annoying little clips. You gotta kind of nat's asset for that one in the back, especially if you've already got this stuff built up back here like I do. Alright. Inventory's empty, so ignition wires, crankshaft pulley, water pump, 2 carburetors, because why not? We all know how much fun those are to, you know, adjust. For those of us actually drove, you know, vehicles that had those. And crankshaft pulley. And water pump. Did I buy 2 sets of wires? I did not. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, we'll get those on the list for the next round. Gonna get the pulley and the serpentine belt on there as well. The performance parts, because the scoop filters are performance, but the scoop itself is not considered a performance part. Look at that and the rest of it over here. Let's get this stuff here put in first. Go. Get you on the list for the next round. And we got the Mad Max level air scoop. Good old-fashioned radiator fan. Alright, I think that's everything. Isn't that beautiful? Modern, work of modern art, if you look at it the right way. Right. Looks so much better than when it started. 100% less tetanus, too. Alright, let's get her off the stand and get her in the car. Boom, and boom. Oh, wait. Fuck. I just took it back out. I meant to do that. Go away. Thank you. Look at that. Doesn't that look sexy? Oh, look at this little orphaned fuse box. Just gonna get rid of all of you. Excuse me. Voice is starting to go. I know the fuses aren't fixable, but I think this fuse box might, yeah. Go. Now we just need the fuse lid, and then we get the fuses, and whatever else is needed here. So, your brake booster, radiator, washer fluid, power steering, and battery. Right. Go over to electronics. No ABS on this bastard. Battery. And also no ECU either. Okay, so we'll just start from... I just start from up here. That's 2 relays type A's. 3 relay type B's. 3 relay type C's. 3 fuse type A's. 2 fuse type B's. I think that's it on the electrical. Yeah. And got your brake servo, radiator, washer fluid, and your power steering. Do the fuse box here in a bit. The rest of this put in first. Right, we never ordered the lid. Oops. Got in a hurry. But an easy fix. Okie dokie. Time to start putting fluids in. Okay, that all taken care of. Okay, finish off with the washer fluid. Alright. Let's get the gearbox put back on. And then we'll work on the fuel system and the exhaust. Get all that put on. Alright. Got the front exhaust pipes. Both middle mufflers. That out of the way. Got 2 rear mufflers. Go ahead and get that drive shaft ordered and that fuel tank. Right. Hang on. Get rid of that. Then we can go in here and buy stuff. 2 front exhaust pipes. 2 middle mufflers. And 2 rear mufflers. Don't need See, both of those are standard parts, but the fuel pump isn't, because it's an aftermarket. Okay. We're gonna go ahead. We went ahead and bought the drive shaft, but we're gonna hold off until after we get the suspension rebuilt, and then we'll put that on. Okay, so do that. Okay. Now she's got a brand new exhaust, and she's got fuel. Okay. So, we're just that much closer to being done. In fact, the part condition jumped up to 75%. Very nice. Alright, so basically now what we got left to do is the rear suspension and the front. So let's go ahead and get these tires off. This thing doesn't do 1,000 horsepower. I'll be very surprised. Okay, let's get these U-bolts off. That, and that. Get the rear shock absorber. Let's do the other side. Do the same thing with that. Let's get this all torn out. Alright, that's everything. Let's go see what we can fix. Looks like a fair bit of parts there. Let's take a gander. Yep. Surprisingly short list of things to buy. Interesting. Oh, right. We need to get rid of those parts. Speaking of which. Alright, let's go buy some stuff. Not that. I need 2 more rubber bushings because we only replaced 2 last time. New brake drum. Okay, new knuckle housing. Brake shoe. New spring plate. One U-bolt. And a rear drive axle. Get all this stuff thrown together on this side and we'll do the same for the other. Just like usual. Okay, let's get the bushings in place before I forget. Alright, let's get her put it back together. Like I said, thankfully this rear suspension's pretty simple on this car. First car I ever had brake shoes, or brake drums and shoes like that. I think the first car I had that had four-wheel disc brakes on it was probably my Equinox that I bought back in 2013. Alright, inventory's empty, so that thing looks good. Looks like everything's there. That's one freshly rebuilt rear suspension. Alright, get these tires off the front. We'll do the same thing for this. Good grief, you could just feel the grittiness of the stuff without, like I said, without looking at it, like I was saying earlier. Or without even touching it, rather, I should say. Ugh. You know, like I said, as much as I complain, I do like doing these kind of builds because it provides better content, or provides, I should say, more content. Because if it's a car that's in reasonably good shape, like the one that's behind me, the rebuilds tend to go rather quickly. I mean, you still get good content, don't get me wrong. But it's just something, you know, interesting and very therapeutic about taking something that was in the junkyard and nothing but a big pile of rust in car form, and being able to just bring it back to like factory condition, you know? Something oddly soothing about that. Gets you right in the feels, you know, according to the young people. Or so I've been told. Almost there. Got a few more bits and bobs to remove, and I think down here, that's everything. Alright, let's get those assemblies torn apart. Oh, that's so crunchy. Okay, that was a lot shorter list. That's not great, but oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace the majority of the front end. I'm not surprised. Probably what was bringing down a lot of the parts condition in the first place was all the rusty garbage in the front suspension. Right, let's get to it. I'm not going to try to resurface the rotors at all. We're just going to throw everything out. At least everything that's not 100%. Okay. Quite the shopping list here. Okay, 12 rubber bushings. 2 sets of brake pads. 2 inner tie rods. 2 vented brake discs. 2 wheel hubcaps. 2 front springs. 2 end links. 2 wishbone shock absorbers. 2 hub bearings. 2 outer tie rods. Nice little front sway bar. Okay, front axle cover. 2 shock caps. Steering knuckle. Really nice, healthy steering rack. Brake caliper. And the accompanying cylinder. And a front wheel hub. Round things out. Alright, let's get to the assemblies put back together. Alright, let's get her done. Get these bushings put in before I get through the entire thing and wonder why I still have bushings sitting in my inventory. Make sure we're not missing anything else before I finish this. Looking good so far. Alright. Start getting this side put together. Alright, we're almost there. That's what she said. Okay, check inventory. Inventory's empty. Let's check the car. Everything's at 100%. We reached our goal. Yay! Good job, everybody. Right, so off to the alignment rack with you. I'll get your lights and your wheels straightened out. Okay, good enough. Okay, done there. So now we get to take it to the dyno room. This one's going to be fun. Okay, so already 498 horsepower and 691 pound-feet of torque. Already impressive numbers, and this was before all the performance parts we threw at it. Let's see what happens. Hear that little chirping? Beautiful. We just missed 1,000 horsepower by a... That's a bummer. Hey, dude, not... I say it's a bummer, but we still got 944 horsepower for an increase of 446, or a 90% increase, and 1,294 pound-feet of torque, so a gain of 604 for 88%. Still damn good. Damn good. We're gonna have fun with this one on the speed track, trying to keep it on the road. Alright, let's get you outside. We're going to take some pictures. That one's going to be a thumbnail for the video. That one's going on elsewhere. Probably Discord channel or 5. Alright. Let's take her to speed track here. Let's try to see if we can keep it straight and narrow on the road. Best we can. This thing is going to be dangerous. Everybody strapped in on your 5-point harness. Listen to that engine. I had to double or triple tap it just to make sure the wheels didn't just skip all over the damn place. 140. 50. Really? 150 horsepower or 150 miles per hour, that's it? Hey. 154 miles an hour? I mean, you know. It's not a modern sports car, for God's sakes. You're gonna smoke whatever's on the road with that thing anyway. Speed's not always a guaranteed winner in a race either. A lot of those races are very much endurance as well as driver ability. And has a beautiful car. Alright, let's look at the final numbers. So, bought it for $11,800. You see where the condition bonus and all the relevant part values, how they factored in. And so we sold it for, or we're selling it rather, for $116,100 for a profit of $104. So we got almost 10x out of it. Again, not a bad return on these cars if you do them right. Takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but it's worth it, especially on nice vintage cars like this. So let's go ahead and sell it. Make a nice chunk of change off that. Let's move some cars around. So next episode, which is going to be starting the Mercedes-Benz DLC, we're going to go with the SLS AMG. You're getting moved to position for the Bay one, rather, say, because that's the next one we're going to work on. We're going to take this beauty. Well, she will be a beauty once we get done with her. The W198, aka the 300 SL. I can already tell this one's going to be an interesting build in a good way. These vintage cars do tickle my fancy, so to speak. So that's going to be the next episode after the AMG. And you got this pretty little number. 280 SL, or that's 280 SL there. But it's the W113 Pagoda. He's going to go position 2, because that's going to be 2 episodes out. We're going to pull car number 4 in the DLC out from parking. So the W126 560 SEC, which I've actually seen some version of that driving around town. Well, in the town nearby that I live in. That not the one I live in, but one next to us. Anyway, you know what I meant. We'll get that. Oh, we need to wash that. See what happens when you get in a hurry when you buy shit? Alright, let's take this over and get it cleaned real quick. And then we'll throw it over to position 3. Yes, someone to clean the car. We may or may not stick with the stock color on these cars, depending upon how they go. Yep. Over there. Bam. As you can see, it's not in the best of shape either, but hey, it's going to give us plenty to work on. But yeah, we still have one more that we haven't brought out yet. The W124, the 500E. That's going to be the last one we do. And then it's off to Lotus Land. And we got Nissan. The Fair Lady one's going to be... I'm looking forward to that one. You got the Mazda, and then you got the stuff from the Hot Rod DLC. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end of the content that I was wanting to do. Very slowly, but we're getting there. Alright, let's close up shop. So we did a pretty good job with that car today. That Roadrunner looked beautiful by the time we got done with that thing. I'm very proud of that build. Group effort on that one. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting doing these Mercedes-Benz cars. So with that, I'm going to turn y'all loose. Thank you for watching. Appreciate everybody that's been following along with this whole, you know, scuffed YouTube series so far. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. That way you get the notifications for future video releases, including the occasional YouTube stream. I did one last Friday. Did about 4 hours of Minecraft, and maybe may or may not be doing more streams here in the near future, so you might want to keep an eye out for that as well. And with that, see you guys in the next video. Take care.